Let me ask you something about your business that most owners have never actually looked at. What happens to the phone after you lock the door? You flip the sign to closed, you go home, you finally rest, and you assume the day's business is done. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For a huge number of local businesses, some of the most valuable demand of the entire day arrives in the hours you're not there to catch it. Tonight, I'm going to show you the economy that runs after you close, why it's invisible to almost every owner, and how the businesses quietly winning are the ones who stop sleeping through it. Start with when people actually reach out. Think about your own life. When do you book the dentist? Call the salon, look up a restaurant, schedule the mechanic? Almost never during business hours, because during business hours, you're at your own job. You do it at night, after dinner, on the couch at 9, 10, 11 p.m., when your day finally slows down and you have a second to deal with your own to-do list. Your customers are exactly the same. The moment they're free to think about you is very often the exact moment you've closed. Their peak intent lands in your dead zone. Now here's what makes this so expensive. The call that comes in at 9 p.m. isn't a low-value call. It's often the highest value call there is, because that person isn't browsing. They're ready. They've decided. They want to book, to order, to lock something in before they forget. And in that moment, one of two things happens. Either someone answers and captures that ready-to-buy customer, or they hit voicemail, silence, a closed sign, and a customer at the peak of intent does not wait. They call the next name on the list. You didn't lose a maybe, you lost a decided yes, at the exact second they were ready to give it to you. But the deeper loss isn't even the single sale. It's the information. Every after-hours call, every late-night message, every weekend inquiry is a data point telling you when your market actually wants you. Miss the call, and you don't just miss the booking, you miss the signal. You end up running your entire business on the tiny slice of demand that happened to arrive while you were free to answer, completely blind to the demand that showed up when you weren't. You think you know your busy times. You only know the busy times you were awake for. This is why the businesses that win the after-hours economy aren't the ones who work longer. Nobody can answer the phone at 11 p.m. and open again at 7 a.m. That's how you burn out, not how you grow. They win by making sure the door is never truly closed, even when they are. Every call answered, every question handled, every booking captured, around the clock, without a human staying up. For most of business history, that was simply impossible for a small shop. That's the part that's changed. An AI front desk like KwickPhone answers every one of those after-hours calls and texts instantly, books them, takes the order, logs the request, while you actually sleep. Let me show you what that looks like. It's 10:40 p.m. You're home, off the clock. A customer texts, "Do you have anything Saturday morning?" Instead of that message sitting until you reopen, by which point she's booked somewhere else, she gets a warm answer in seconds, and her Saturday slot is confirmed before she goes to bed. A caller at 9 p.m. wants to place a large order for tomorrow. It's captured, logged, and waiting for you at open. And every one of those after-hours moments becomes something you can finally see, a record of exactly when your market is reaching for you. So what changes when you stop sleeping through your own demand? First, you capture a whole layer of revenue that used to simply evaporate overnight. But second, and bigger, you finally get the full map. You stop guessing at your busy hours and start seeing the real ones, including the ones that were always happening in the dark. The business that's open when its customers are ready, not just when it's convenient for the owner, is the one that wins. So tonight, Before you flip that sign, ask yourself one question. When I close this door, who's catching everyone who reaches for me after it's shut? If the answer is nobody, that's your after-hours leak. KwickPhone is free to start and keeps your number. Go to KwickPhone.com and tell me in the comments, what's the latest a customer has ever tried to reach you, and did you catch it? I read every one.